died defending this country. I think about the name of sacrifice and those names who have been represented by a gold star and permanently etched in concrete, granite, and bronze across this great land. And I'm humbled because I've done nothing remarkable. I'm an ordinary person. Yes, I'm getting to experience amazing events such as this, incredible experiences, but none of it is of my own doing, but because of the sacrifice of one special hero. That person was Private First Class Joel Kenneth Pertain. Today across America, we have a chance to tell the stories of heroes, and in the telling of stories, we keep their sacrifice alive. I want to share the story of a little boy who lived, and I want you to know the tale of a young man who died. This is Joel's story. There's a tendency to immortalize the hero as bigger than life, but in our family, we don't necessarily do that. We remember the son, the little brother, and sometimes stinker that has endeared each of us because of his antics and shenanigans, mostly shenanigans. Being the youngest of 5 in our blended family, Joel was the center of much attention. Joel had a contagious laugh that was uniquely his and is often recalled when others tell of how they experienced him. To this day, I can hear him laughing, and I see him with his head back, and he's laughing so hard he has to hold on to his. I remember him squeezing his little self between me and the back of the couch so we could snuggle up to watch movies. Later, as a young teen, he was insistent that we watch Beavis and Butthead Do America. That was entwined link by link with notes, ribbons, keychains, t-shirts, photos, banners, toys, candles, bookmarks, most anything that you might have on your person at the moment, because you wanted to leave something behind to acknowledge that you were there, remembering the 168 souls who perished and the countless others who were forever scarred by their injuries of that experience. Moved by what he saw, 7:35. At this location, Jesus stands with his back to the bomb site, and his face is buried in his right hand. The title of that sculpture, "And Jesus Wept." That is exactly what we did that day. We wept. Getting back on the road, our car was silent. Joel, once eager to practice his new driving skills, he was now sitting in the back, quietly contemplating what he had just witnessed. I believe it was then that Joel's way of looking at the world began to change. He graduated high school not knowing what he wanted in life. He knew he neither had his parents' entrepreneurial drive, nor was he ready for college. So in the year 2000, Joel and his fiancée moved to Lake Tahoe, where he hoped to be a competitive snowboarder. As fierce a competitor as he was, he realized he was just one of many and decided that that was not a viable option for him. The attacks of 9/11 resonated with him, just as the visit to Oklahoma City had a few years before. But he watched, and he waited, and then he made his decision to enlist. I remember asking Joel why he was enlisting. Completed boot camp, married his high school sweetheart, passed paratrooper training, was deployed, and killed all of the Marines. He lived up to his motto, go big or go home, and I think he managed to achieve both. Being a proud mother and grandmother, I always talk about our children, their spouses, and our grandchildren. Their stories are ever-changing, evolutions of careers, advanced education, and personal aspirations, living lives on the move. As wonderful as that may seem, a most unsettling realization washed over me. Joel's story would never change. He would never do all the ordinary things his siblings were experiencing. Buying a new car, picking baby names, arguing with his wife over what color to paint the living room. I have this mental picture of Joel on night patrol in his combat uniform. He's situated in the turret of a Humvee, running dark, his helmet and night vision goggles firmly in place, manning a Mark 19 grenade launcher and his squad automatic weapon for backup. He's completely unaware that it would be the last phrase of the last sentence of his final chapter. He's forever fixed at 21. Joel's story's final punctuation point was the blast of an IED. So how does a parent respond when that knock comes to their door? We search for unfathomable meaning, we look for hope, and we turn to one another, because no one else could possibly understand, nor would we want them. We wouldn't want anyone to have that experience. I eventually found comfort in American Gold Star Mothers, an organization of women who lost sons or daughters in service to our country. Their mission is to care for each other, our veterans, promote patriotism, peace, and goodwill for the United States and all other nations. We wear white, we embody courage, and we hold on to hope. I would not be where I am today without them and their support. So where did all this begin? Well, in 1917, George von Siebold was 23, and he volunteered for an aviation assignment during World
Fold stands for liberty. The white stripes of the flag symbolize our liberty. The second fold represents unity. Abraham Lincoln stated that a house divided against itself cannot stand. National unity in the face of external threats as well as natural disasters has preserved our constitutional republic. The third fold stands for justice. In America, we believe that every person stands equal before the law and is deserving of just and fair treatment. The blue background where the stars appear embodies justice. The fourth fold symbolizes perseverance. The Continental Army suffered repeated setbacks before claiming any significant victory. Yet throughout the brutal winter of 1777 at Valley Forge, it persevered. The fifth fold represents hardiness. Hardiness is the ability to withstand difficulty while remaining strong despite adversity. Our soldiers and sailors have proven often their hardiness. The sixth fold stands for valor. Valor means courage, the act of defending what is right, even in the face of opposition. The red stripes of the flag represent valor, symbolic of the blood shed by all the American heroes who sacrificed for our freedom. The seventh fold symbolizes purity. Our founding fathers illuminated freedom's path for us when they created the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights. The pure intent of these documents enable our nation to become the greatest of all nations. The eighth fold represents innocence. Innocence implies that one is free from sin. America has paid tribute to all those who gave devoted service to uphold freedom's ideals without selfish or evil motivations. The ninth fold signifies sacrifice. To sacrifice is to give up something valued for an ideal, belief, or goal. America exists today because of the sacrifices of countless Americans. We pay tribute to our armed forces and to our firefighters, police officers, medical personnel, and numerous others who continue to sacrifice for our safekeeping and freedom. The 10th fold stands for honor. One who possesses honor possesses a keen sense of ethical conduct. We give thanks to all who have acted with honor in the founding and growth of America. We ask that each citizen conducts themselves in a manner that will continue to bring honor to our nation and to our flag. The 11th fold symbolizes independence. Independence is a state of being free, of being able to make unrestricted choices within the law as free individuals and as a free nation. Ever since our nation's birth, Americans have fiercely defended their independence against all oppressors. The 12th fold represents truth. Truth is a body of real events and facts. America was built upon truth articulated in the Declaration of Independence, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, and among them are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Adherence to these truths have made America a great nation. We pledge to continue our nation's noble legacy of truth so that in America, every man, woman, and child may forever be free. The 13th and final fold represents freedom, the right within the law to speak and think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. America stands as a beacon of freedom for the oppressed peoples of the world, and may it always remain so. Give Sergeant Kimball and Officer Parrish a round of applause, please. So we now have a special addition to our ceremony. We're going to now ask Gianna to come forward. Gianna has written a poem for Memorial Day. She actually contacted the Exchange Club about a month or two ago through our website. She's a poet, and she indicated that she would love to be able to create a poem for this day, Memorial Day, and I asked her to do so, and she has, and she's going to present it. Thank you very much, Gianna, for doing that.
In silence, we pause for the cause of heroes deceased in the service of our peace. But on the other side of grief, we stop and see the cost of keeping liberty. Echoes of their voices spring. In every song we choose to sing, this is where freedom reigns and brave souls rest, their battles done. In quiet light of a morning sun, with a love we feel in quantity through our democracy, and we know that it is so heavy in the heart of warriors. Overladen with desire to labor for neighbors in more than just a thought or prayer. For us, they live. For us, they give. For America, the land of the free and home of the brave, our flag that now waves in gratitude for those who never swayed away from defending us. With tender grace, possibilities carried by the infantry of American trains. Our flag waves stronger because of mothers and fathers and sons and daughters that now rest beneath her. And their stories don't end because we can choose to remember them.
The things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife.
They go a cappella on this.
Be living here today as the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Cut the music.
Well, God bless all
of our great American heroes in uniform who gave their all for us so we can enjoy the freedoms that we do. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless America. And all of you here today, thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you very much, Bill. So as we conclude today's ceremony, Mike.
Make sure Dre doesn't come out.
Close enough. Best you can do the